and thank you for inviting me. This has been a fantastic conference so far. If anyone was fortunate enough to stop by the hackathon, we had a great time. There were a lot of innovative projects, and let's continue the innovation. The theme of this talk, the new way to build our decentralized future. This has really been informed by my many years in both open source as well as blockchain. I got my start in 2010 with Bitcoin. I was one of the earliest Bitcoin core developers. Yes, I did work with Satoshi. No, I don't know who he is. And throughout that history, there has been a lot of lessons learned, a lot of vision, but it's still the early days and we still have a long way to go and a lot to build. This is what got me excited about blockchain. This is what interests me and what gets me up in the morning, and what we're really interested in building is not just a payment system to buy the next coffee, but some really advanced things that are not possible without blockchain. Like, consider, what if a car can own itself and bid for lane space on the road to help you get from your home to work? What if, and this is a real world example, a forest owns itself, charges admission, and uses that to continue creating a sustainable forest? These sorts of advanced types of business models, types of economic interactions are only possible with the blockchain infrastructure that are coming along and are being developed today. So what future do we seek? We at Bloq believe in a tokenized future, the tokenization of things. We want to reduce friction. There's far too much friction today. We want to make this ubiquitous, from every mobile phone to every data center. Predictive, as in this is auditable, transparent, can be applied to machine learning and AI. And finally, and one of the greatest strengths of blockchain, transparency. You can prove to your counterparties, you can prove to third-party auditors precisely what happened with 100% precision. But we need new business models for this tokenized world. One of my favorite examples, an identity company out of Silicon Valley, the CEO, very well-known CEO of the blockchain industry, described to me his business plan. His business plan, step one, get VC financing, etc. Step two, build the company, build a tokenized network. Step three, unincorporate the company, distribute the tokens to the shareholders, and let the system continue autonomously. That's what we mean by new business models. We feel that we have a solution at Bloq Labs, to create this magic, these new business models, these new business shapes. What is Bloq Labs? It's inspired by Xerox PARC, inspired by Bell Labs. These innovation labs were not started with a specific product goal, with a specific area in mind, other than get together a great team, generate focused innovation, and then bootstrap that, launch those technologies out into the marketplace, see which survive, which don't, free market competition. This, we feel, is one of the better models going into the blockchain industry, being integrated with smart contracts, being integrated with blockchain at not just a product level, but a business level as well. The first product out of Bloq Labs we released last year, which is an autonomous cryptocurrency. What does that mean? Bloq, the creator, does not have ownership rights over this currency. We launched it and engineered it and audited it specifically so that we do not have control over your money. That's what we mean by decentralized. That's what we mean by autonomous. We also are launching what we feel is going to be the user app for interacting with crypto. Wallet is such a poor term. Yes, this is a wallet, but with digital assets and tokenized networks controlling computing, storage, money, personal wealth management, unlocking my door, letting me into my Tesla Model 3. All of this is digital. It requires identity, it requires security, but overall, it requires a user interface, a friendly user interface to interact with dApps, to interact with multi-blockchain currencies, etc. And Eclipse is a business as well as a product engineered precisely for this solution. Many of you have been in crypto. You might hold, of course, you hold BNB, right? You have some BTC, some ETH, some other tokens. Each new token, that's another app, that's another pain point, some more friction. What you need is a single product that is neutral, pragmatic, and can talk to many blockchains all at once. Titan, out of Bloq Labs, is reinventing mining. We have new proof-of-stake models being created. We have consolidation from the down market in 2018, where some miners are going out of business, others are starting up. There's a lot of churn, but what has been missing from the mining industry? Long-term incentives. People who know the mining industry know that miners bounce from pool to pool to pool, from website to website to website. There's no loyalty, there's no stickiness. That's an economic problem. And economic problems are what blockchain was created to solve. We can create new incentives and long-term stickiness that did not exist before in any of the blockchain mining industries. And Titan in particular is a very, very exciting new chapter in both Bitcoin as well as Ethereum and some of these, Grin, which was just launched, etc. And in particular, I'd like to highlight, this is the opening announcement for Titan. We'd like to invite you to sign up for the beta if you're familiar with this, this mining concept, or you just want to learn more, visit titan.io. Last but not least, the most exciting project coming out of Bloq Labs is one that I've been conceptualizing for many years, even before blockchain. If you have many tokens, again, that's a lot of friction. On the user interface side, our Eclipse project, the Uber wallet, so to speak, that'll help on the user side. But if we have, let's say, 50 tokens, 100 tokens, how can any person be expected to manage that many tokens intelligently, to follow the ups and downs of the market, follow the ups and downs of the developers and the product quality and hard forks and dramas, etc., etc. Our solution, just put that all into an advanced machine learning engine that understands not just tokens, the tokenized networks around it. Ultimately, everything from a BTC token to a real estate investment trust token and beyond, these are resources to be managed, assets to be managed. And machine learning and AI are excellent for, here are some inputs, and I have a goal. My goal, maybe it's maximize my personal wealth in the wealth management case, or in a totally separate industry, maybe my goal is to, like Amazon Web Services, allocate to myself some computing power, some network power, some data storage capacity. This entirely separate domain, again, is managing resources. And this engine, Vesper, is an excellent example of how to manage those resources. So taking a little bit of a deeper dive, imagine that you have, say, 8 tokens. You want to optimize these resources across multiple vectors of cost, time, performance, reputation, reliability. For example, and this is getting very, very advanced, Vesper can power a smart city. If you look at what do you want in a city that, your everyday life, you want low pollution, you want great jobs, you want a great community, you want, clean air, clean water, access to food, etc. All of these are resources that can be optimized through this resource management engine. And so we're very, very excited about Vesper, Titan, Eclipse, and several other projects that we are building inside of Bloq Labs. Thank you very much, and good night.